Hi people, Shakes here, and I'm giving you the unboxing of Star Trek The Next Generation Blu Ray, The Next Level. Taste of high definition. It is a sample version of the what is to come for the Star Trek The Next Generation Blu Ray discs for the seasons that are going to come out and have already been coming out. So So it comes with a slipcover. It's a good shade of green, greenish blue, and has the Starfleet symbol with the Enterprise in the middle of it. With a bunch of planets and stars and stuff around it on the front, and on the back, it says, "Welcome to the next generation of Star Trek The Next Generation," like you've never seen it or heard it before. That's because they completely remastered it. They took the old film from the show and completely cut it. They scanned it through and cut it just like they did for the TV show, and updated some of the special effects like they did for the original series when they re-aired it. So the episodes that you get for it is 4 episodes. Parts 1 and 2 of Encounter at Farpoint, the pilot. Sins of the Father, which is basically when Worf defends his father's honor after his father after he was charged with treason. And the third one is The Inner Light, the one where Captain Picard gets he gets flashed by a probe, and he basically takes over the life of a citizen of a distant world thousands of years ago, and basically he becomes this other guy, and he leads like another life for the next 20-30 years of his life, but it only lasts like a few hours, and in real time it lasts a few hours, and he also plays a flute in his dream, and then it is transported to the Enterprise from the probe, which contains data on a lost civilization. So from a long time ago. So there's only one disc. Let's see, it's DTS audio, Dolby Digital, Technicolor, 3 hours for running time and 2 minutes, 1080p HD definition, or HD in 4.3. Paramount released it, and so did CBS. So okay. So let's get to what's in it. The Blu-ray the case is exactly like the slipcover. Let's see what's in it. It's one of these recycled cases, one of these recyclable cases that's made from recycled materials. And there is just one disc for all 4 episodes, because Blu-ray discs can hold that many episodes. Seeing as how all the seasons of Star Trek The Next Generation so far, the first one is 6 discs, which is 24 episodes, I think. And the second season is 22 episodes on 5 discs. There's Paramount, there's CBS, and a Blu-ray disc. And there's no inside artwork for this, though I wouldn't have expected it, because it's just a sample to get you ready for the Blu-ray releases. So I'm hoping to get the Blu-ray seasons, 1, 2, and 3 sometime in the near future, and 4 when it comes out, because they're releasing 2, seasons per, year. They released 1 and 2 this year, they're gonna release 3 and 4 next year, and then 5 and 6, and then 7, over the next 3 years. So, yeah. Yeah. And, in place of the, guy who was originally, who was one of the production guys, I can't remember his name. I found this out on the Star Trek wiki. This guy who died, and, Seth MacFarlane, takes over as a host of a bonus feature on the Season 3, Blu-ray, special features. So yeah, it's like an interview type thing. Seth MacFarlane also, if you didn't know, Star Trek, he guest starred in 2 episodes of Star Trek Enterprise, as an ensign, I think, or some type of engineer. And, he stars with Patrick Stewart in, American Dad, the animated series on Fox, which is basically him as, Stan and Roger, and several other people, I think. One of the gay news people, I think it's the brown-haired one, I can't remember his name. Greg? I think that's his name. And, Patrick Stewart plays, Bullock, Deputy Director Bullock, which he lends his voice and his likeness to. Because if you noticed, when it was the Star Trek reunion episode on Family Guy, Patrick Stewart's, animated self looked exactly like Bullock. So, yeah. Also, Patrick Stewart frequently guest stars on Family Guy episodes. You know, he played himself. He played Jean-Luc Picard. He does the voice of Susie Swanson's inner monologue in her head. He played Dick Pump. Who else did he play? He played Bullock in the episode Lois kills Stewie, or Stewie kills Lois, whichever one, where Stewie becomes ruler of the world. So yeah, and apparently, the comedy between having crossovers with Family Guy, Cleveland Show, and American Dad is basically where it's kind of like the abridged series on YouTube for Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, and you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh, the original abridged series by Little Karibo. The comedy about that is that they know that they're in a show, they know about the future of their world after the series ends, and they constantly make references to it, you know, because in the Hurricane trilogy, where it ends in American Dad, and Lois and Peter and Cleveland somehow, and Stan, all their families somehow, and houses, and somehow end up right next to each other. And they all meet each other for the first time together. Well, Cleveland knows Peter, obviously, but still. Stan accidentally shoots Francine, because she like startles her, because he's like at gunpoint with him, a Mexican standoff. And Peter says, classic American Dad, you know. And yeah. And they're pretty much, all 3 shows are pretty much animated in the same fashion as each other, you know. So, yeah. Getting off topic, that's just a little pointless trivia, but that's just what Seth MacFarlane has to Star Trek. And also, Seth MacFarlane has hopes to revive a new Star Trek show, somehow. It could be in the old universe, it could be in the new universe, It could be in the new timeline, you know, but either way, yeah. Yeah, so, there's my unboxing of the Next Level Blu Ray disc of Star Trek The Next Generation on Blu-ray, and I hope to check this out in the next few days. I might tell you guys how it was in the description, how it looks, and yeah, and hopefully I'll get the first 2-3 seasons, hopefully I will in the future. So yeah, I will see you guys later.